Hello, R-Devil. How's it going? I am pooped. This week's gonna be a long week. Mostly because it's a heat wave week. And then on top of that, I have to go to the Nongshan office every day. That takes like an hour and a half each way. And then I have to take the bus. I could drive there, but it still takes like a little over an hour, so I'd rather take the bus and sleep or whatever. But then I gotta like wait for the bus, so I have to stay in the heat. So being out in the heat, and then of course taking care of our doggo as well during all of that. It is gonna be a tiring week, chat. But a good one. Today's shoot was good as well. It's gonna be a task editing these down, but I'll have to see what I can do. I'm gonna get started on that as well. I've only kind of just taken a look at yesterday's. But yeah, so took care of a couple things. Was catching up with some friends over some Valorant, and then here we are to wrap up the day. 2 mins in. WTF? What do you mean WTF? Is that like a wow, I'm early, or what? But anyway, since I'm super tired, instead of like doing like an hour of non-talkative pooped out lies of pee or whatever, however long we end up streaming, we might stream for more than an hour. Figured I'll rework my POE filters today, and you can all learn along with me. 라기님 안녕하세요. 와, 이번 주 진짜 덥네요. Yeah, just the heat wave is rough. Took me a few seconds to realize the Korean banner to the left was an ad. Oh, what, this? Yeah, you know what ad I thought this was? I thought it was the Torchlight Infinite ad. And chat, I think I might jump back into Torchlight Infinite. It's looking better and better. I don't know how pay to win the end game actually is. Like, I don't mind if it's just a matter of like you get things faster. If it's like, I don't know. I mean, surely it can't be like Diablo Infinite where you can literally only farm endgame if you pay, because then there's no way this many people are playing Torchlight Infinite. But I don't know if it's like a stamina based thing, which I mean still wouldn't be terrible, but I'd probably drop it as soon as I hit that point. 오늘은 버튜버 컨셉인가요? 사실 이 이모티콘으로 모델을 하나 만들어도 나쁘지 않을 것 같은데. 버튜버 컨셉은 아니고 피곤해서 카메라 안 켰습니다. Someone's asking if we're going the VTuber route with my emote. Honestly, it's not a bad model for a VTuber model. How's the weather where you're at, Yissel? It's friggin' rough out here, but I imagine it's nothing compared to where you're at. You do know the VTuber stuff costs serious money. Oh, I know, because I've looked into it. I was actually very serious about making one before, like during the COVID times, because I thought it'd be fun to have like an alternate method. Back then it wasn't even as bad, just because it wasn't as polished. Like there wasn't as wide of a range of polished stuff, but 29 degrees near midnight, not too bad. Wait, let's see. I actually think at night it's actually not too hot either in Korea. It's just so humid. The humidity just gets me. And then having to like be out in the sun during the day is rough, but
대회 허전함을 로켓리그랑 배그로 달래고 있네요.
어느 정도 충족이 되나요? 로켓리그랑 배그. 로켓리그는 사실 제가 제대로 본 적이 없어. 리그를 본 적은 없어요. 약간 이벤트는 본 적이 있는데. Rocket League and PUBG's going on. I saw that COD Champs just finished, and there's, dude, the COD community, man. I gotta unsubscribe from the COD esports subreddit. Dude, the community just can't. I don't know. They just can't enjoy things. I don't even know what non-human weather feels like. Yeah. I should probably charge my portable fan for tomorrow. Because like even during the day, well, I guess like right in like lunchtime it is bad even in the shade, but like in the morning on my way to the Nongshim office it's not too bad. Chat, I had actually made like 4 different filters in the past like week and a half, just like learning not only how to make filters but about POE 1 and playing SSF. And like, I mean, it was all fine, but it was always like anytime I wanted to tweak something, it just felt like a monumental task. So what we're doing today is we're going to try to make like 3 templates. That way I can just adjust them, whether it's through Filterblade Online or by text, like pretty easily. So we're gonna do that today. 대화분의 입장에서 로켓리그는 자동차로 3점 축구하는 느낌이라고 생각하시면 될 듯하네요. 그래서 룰을 잘 몰라도 보면 재밌어 보이긴 하네. 그쵸, 아무래도 좀 직관적인 부분이 있어가지고 로켓리그는 항상 유지가 잘 되는 것 같아요. Anyone in Twitch watch Rocket League esports? Man, I never got good enough at Rocket League to enjoy it like at the beginning. I had already missed the boat and people were like doing trick shots non-stop whenever by the time I started trying to play it. It was rough. There's like still, I would say there's still like 25% of this filter that I don't actually know what it does, like what the items are for, or like how I should rate them in SSF. But I'm decent at Rocket League game sense wise, but flying around, hard pass. Yeah, dude, like just like the aerial controls, like very cool, but I just can't be bothered. Reach strings. I mean, yeah, that's fine. 40 of them? 60 of them? 60 of them. Does the high eye level matter though? That's what I want to know. Why do they? It's only a total of any 60 unique rings together to vendor will reward you with the lore. Oh no, that's for below. I assume that just gives you a better higher eye level armor. Oh, did you watch this? Oh my god, I haven't actually. We can watch it right now if you still have the link. I'd be down to check it out. 로켓리그 롤리 메이저 바이탈리티 우승을 원했지만 중동팀 팔콘스가 우승. 거기도 팔콘스가 돈으로 해먹고 있나요? Oh, nice, Sissel. Alright, let's check this out.
Over that one honorable mention really quickly. This is the recently released Cyber Knights.
Whoa, what the? This looks just like XCOM. What?
A lot of people ask me if I intend to cover, and while the answer is loosely yes, I just haven't had the time to get into it just yet. From everything that I've seen and heard about it, it's essentially XCOM 2 in all ways, except a more cyberpunk heist type of setting.
Oh, okay.
Really cool. Everyone who I've seen talking about it has apparently loved it. It really enjoys its depth of mechanics. The fact that you have base building, again, very similar to XCOM and XCOM 2. A very stylish cyberpunk world. All things that I'm absolutely interested in, including deep character customization, which is a must for any game where you're going to have a score. squad that you get very attached to, only to have them die unexpectedly when an enemy gets a brutal cross-map shot. You have skill trees, fancy gear, and weapons that you would expect from a sci-fi, cyberpunk-style world, as well as apparently some branching dialogue trees and choices that you can make, which I always enjoy in a good tactics game. It seems like a great package overall, and right now you can get it for 20% off. That is $24 US. Definitely one to check out if you're all into the XCOM scene. With that honorable mention out of the way, though, time to move into the games that I actually know personally, and there
Tactics
are a lot of
Ogre Reborn.
Let's start with the absolute classic.
Did I end up buying this on the last sale?
Ogre Reborn is at the top of this list of games that I recommend that you pick up, not just because it is 60% off right now for $20 US, but also it's just a phenomenal tactics title. And don't let the brainlets giving it currently mixed reviews tell you otherwise. They're just butthurt. Really, if you're here on this channel, there's probably not much to tell you about Tactics Ogre Reborn. Most of you probably already own it, but if you have ever been on the fence waiting for a good price, this is
Tactics Ogre is great.
One of the best written stories in tactics games. It is the granddaddy of all FFT tactics style games that you probably know.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely a phenomenal love letter to not only this series of games, but the franchise as a whole. Incredible voice acting, extremely deep customizable mechanics and characters, hundreds of hours of content. Like, I mean, I have put in, let's see here, just a small number of 620 hours approximately.
620 hours?
Done everything in the game yet. With the ability to hop between timelines, check out all the different branching storylines that are vastly different from each
You
other.
never played it. Oh, I don't know how Reborn is, but Tactics Ogre is great. I think it's actually one of the first tactics game I ever played.
I highly recommend it. Moving from the granddaddy of the tactics genre to one that is actually potentially going to surprise some people to see on this list.
What is
we have
this?
Tactical Breach Wizards, and this is surprising not because it's a poorly received game or anything like that. It's actually extremely popular with both overwhelmingly positive
this
reviews
looks
and
good.
all reviews on Steam. It's interesting because I am actually not a huge fan of this game personally, and I'll tell you why. I was expecting a tactical wizards in XCOM type of game where you have your typical grid-based, cover-based mechanics with abilities, line of sight, all that type of fun stuff, but rather than having sci-fi operatives fighting aliens, you have modern-day wizards with the blending of military technology and magic that would imply. And while that's true, Tactical Breach Wizards is far less about sprawling combat engagements between different squads moving across a map to complete objectives, and very small, concise, essentially puzzle rooms that you have to figure out how to solve.
Oh, this is more like
the abilities you have unlocked for them. While there are a lot of people who really enjoy the more puzzle tactic style, it's not for me. It's just not what I'm here for. It doesn't really speak to me in the same way that
what is it? Not Incognito. Is it Incognito?
Quirky, tongue-in-cheek, kind of Tumblr-y or Marvel Cinematic Universe dialogue and character.
Invisible Ink.
Really not what I was expecting from the initial setup. The initial prologue was far more to my taste, and then things kind of went off the rails from there. However, I do still highly recommend this game.
That's what it seems like.
This is a personal bias issue. Tactical Breach Wizards is a phenomenal title from a gameplay standpoint. It looks great in action. Moment-to-moment gameplay is fun, and the different ways that modern tactical combat have been blended with magic is super cool and interesting.
Well, I kind of agree that I'm not. I thought I would like it. I didn't like Invisible Ink as much.
So if the points that I made about why I don't like it are not things that would put you off, I do recommend that you check this one out. It is currently 30% off for $14 USD.
근데 카르민 젠메가 이번 메이저에서 광탈을 부려서 프랑스 팀들이 원래 잘하는군요. Oh, I didn't know the French teams were good at Rocket League.
And notably, this is not one that I played on Steam. I played it on Game Pass, but I still actually quite enjoyed it. It's worth pointing out that I'm not a Persona player, not necessarily.
I don't know if I can recommend this game.
Attachment to the franchise in the way that a lot of people probably do, but even then, P5 Tactica is a lot of fun. It has a little bit of that puzzle tactics vibe to it that Tactical Breach Wizards also has.
Yeah.
It has a lot more of the moment-to-moment decision-making and overall length of missions that make it feel a lot more like a tactical experience than a puzzle simulator. And I really
We streamed it for a bit.
Ways that you're able to use different characters' abilities to navigate the battlefield, clear things as quickly as possible, set up your triple threat triangle attacks, and the enemy designs that can be quite interesting and pretty brutal to deal with sometimes. There's a pretty decent amount of meat on P5 Tactics bones, even if it's not the most deep tactics game out there. It's got fun visuals and actually very well
I feel like Rabbids did this better.
Huge epic like something like Tactics Ogre Reborn. If you're looking for a slightly more casual experience,
if $24, if it's the same price as whatever that early one, Cyber Knights, I think. I mean, I guess I haven't played Cyber Knights though, so I can't say.
Definitely a good option if the more anime aesthetic speaks to you. Now, much like Tactics Ogre Reborn, this next title probably needs no introduction.
Sunlock in. What's up? VTuber Chobra. He's here.
Extensively here on the channel, even if I haven't had the chance to stream it in a little while. I'll work on rectifying that soon. But it is an absolutely phenomenal.
Wait, what is this?
Like with great voice
Dark
acting,
Deity.
visuals, a ton of different customization options for your characters.
Oh, very Fire Emblem-like.
In a way that is a little less chance activation based like Fire Emblem and much more intentionally focused using mana and with very clear-cut effects. I absolutely adore this game. I've recommended it to everyone that I can possibly get to listen to me about it. And not for nothing, it's currently my personal game of the year for 2025. Considering we've had a lot of good entries in gaming across the entire spectrum of games in 2025, that should tell you a lot. And yes, of course, I'm biased. I love my tactics games, and this is a phenomenal one. But still, like that's
the animations actually look really good.
If this is one that you've been on the fence on, waiting for maybe a little bit of a price drop, or maybe just wanted to see, it's possibly my thing, maybe not super up my alley, but I do like
the price?
Like you can certainly do worse than $20. These next two I actually covered very recently in our Turn-Based Thursday Fest video that I did at the beginning.
The Last Spell is a cool game that I have and never got into.
First off, we have the Last Spell, the nuclear apocalypse.
I think it's very
with
cool.
Zombies rushing your home base every night, kind of of tacticsy, kind of tower defensey, roguelike progression system game that I've absolutely adored since it first released in 2023. This is one that has so much time that you can sink into it. It's got a really unique art style, really unique gameplay loop, and absolutely banging music from the one and only the algorithm himself, and no, not the YouTube type. And right now you can get the whole whopping thing for 10 USD due to its 60% discount. A little bit more if you want to pick up the DLC.
There, now we can.
This is another title that you can sink God only knows how many hours into. If you like,
now we can be a now we can be a true VTuber.
Missions, this is one that you absolutely should be playing if you haven't had the chance already. The second title we talked about recently is Those Who Rule, another indie Fire Emblem like that dropped very recently, and that I also very much enjoy. If you're a fan of Path of Radiance, this is going to be an art style and sort of stat distribution and skill style system that you'll be quite familiar with and quite enjoy. However, it actually exists.
Looks like an actual good Fire Emblem ripoff. Yeah, no, that one looks good. Whoa, this one looks interesting.
Don't have. The play that you have a lot more movement tech and area denial abilities.
Oh, it's hexagonal.
Kind of from Tactics Ogre, if you're familiar with that, to make it a lot harder to navigate around the battlefield and making intelligent battle lines far more valuable.
I'm gonna be honest, the art style I can't get over. This is one of those art styles that I just can't.
Chomping at the bit to get
I
back to
can't.
what I have played thus far has been an absolute blast. You can currently pick it up for 30% off.
I had super spicy red Nongshim. It was good. Ooh, the super spicy one? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had it yet.
This is Stolen Realm, as it says, a co-op turn-based RPG, which is not something you see very often. And with all the buzz around the apparent lack of multiplayer for the upcoming remaster of Final Fantasy Tactics, clearly something that people are clamoring for. With Stolen Realm, you're kind of looking at like a blending of a Baldur's Gate sort of class progression and character design. You have more D&D in that regard, but with hex-based turn-based combat. However, when you're playing multiplayer, you actually
pragmatic.
So you have to be very clear and communicative.
Will you be on Plat Chat later? Hello, Ace. No, I will not be. Achilles will be there though for the Pacific rep. I think they're mostly just talking about the new rosters and stuff. I don't know if they talked about Nongshim last time. I'm curious what they'll say about Nongshim, but
high fantasy style world, but with the ability to play with a bunch of friends, it is so much fun and hilarity absolutely ensues. I haven't spent too much time with this one, not because I didn't enjoy it or anything, but just, you know, it's really hard to get a group.
I mean, the thing is especially like a smaller niche genre like tactics games, you'll get a lot of games that like the models or animations are going to be more boiled down, making them feel like a mobile game. I think what keeps them going is that usually people who like genres like this like use just like straight up like the mechanics regardless of, I mean, like the artwork is, dude, what is this?
Overly much on the channel, even though it's a series that I absolutely adore, largely because it can be really hard to actually show stuff or have music from the games due to copyright issues. But if you're not familiar with it,
yeah, usually like you're looking at the mechanics anyway, so
all of your favorite giant mecha series from across time and space, really.
You can kind of get over it if the mechanics are good.
Wonder Swan might have been the original console, quote-unquote, that it was released on. It's a very long-running series, and Super Robot Wars 30th actually was made as a 30th anniversary celebration
this looks...
of the franchise as a whole. It's got, I think, possibly the largest roster of series in it. Of the
Wait, show me the gameplay, not the cutscenes.
To Magical Knight Rayearth, Gridman, a whole bunch of different Gundam series, including Gundam Narrative and IBO. There are so many awesome series with beautiful animations.
So is this official Gundam license? Is it an officially Gundam licensed game? I don't know anything about Gundam other than they look cool.
In a strategic setting, with writing that is really pretty good at blending a very eclectic mix of different series and franchises and making their messages somehow come together, then Super Robot Wars 30th is definitely a good one for you, especially when it is 67% off, making it only
배그는 진행 현재 2일차까지. 배그도 대회가 은근 많네요.
Concept of mecha Fire Emblem, but maybe you're not into all those other mecha series, you're just more of a Gundam head. Well, boy, do I have a recommendation for you with our
Wait, this is straight up Gundam. What the hell?
Take everything that we just said about Super Robot Wars 30th and make it exclusively Gundam, and you're the majority of the way there. The G-Gen series.
Do we have enough time to hurt Best Boy in the near future? Time to hunt Best Boy in the near future. Yeah, I assume you're talking about Lagi Acris. I want to. It looks good. I've watched some gameplay of the title update, and I've seen comments saying that the game like now really hits the spot. So I want to get back to Monster Hunter Wilds. I am pretty committed to finishing Lies of P just because A, I really like the game, and B, you know, I don't want to put another one on the back burner. I do think I'll probably be more picky about what we end up streaming, especially if it's a bit longer, but in the future. But yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, I mean, worst case, I might just, even if it's not on stream, like I can ping people on Discord, and if people want to jump on, we can do hunts together.
I said we would have two mecha games back to back. Technically, this one isn't a
Dude, this one's actually pretty good though.
Or G-Gen is, but it does have some mechas. This is, of course, Metal Slug Tactics.
This is actually pretty good. I don't, the roguelike element didn't quite work for me, but for one, if you like the Metal Slug sprites, obviously that's nostalgic. But the game is very cool. This one, actually, funny enough, this is a puzzle or tactics game as well, but I did like this one.
It can get a little puzzly sometimes.
I don't get why Gundam is such a fandom. I mean, as someone who's never watched like any Gundam or like followed any Gundam, I mean, it does just look cool. Like if you just like, if you like Japanese slash like just generally like East Asian mecha aesthetics, and then you like mecha in general, then it just looks cool. What is this?
I've never really fully covered it. I did one video about it a little while back, and that's because, as I've discussed, infamously, I meant to cover this game on the channel when it came out, and got so engrossed by it that I sat and played through almost the entire game in one.
So if the earlier one was a Fire Emblem version, this is a Advance Wars.
Into the modern era with an indie title, Symphony of War is what you're looking for. On the surface, it looks like another Fire Emblem-like, but as soon as you actually look at the units you have available, it becomes a lot more clear that there's a lot of ogre battle in these veins. You're able to put together full squads of anything from 1 to up to 8 units, and you can put whatever different unit types and classes you want in those squads, creating a different versatility of how you want your teams to play.
Sawlock, and this one's for you. It's from YouTube. I can't believe Saw on Twitch doesn't understand the romance of giant clunky robots.
Multiple promotion tiers for every unit class, interesting different movement tech, a full tech tree that'll influence how your classes work.
Sure, we're doing everything except Baldur's Gate 3. No, we'll get to. But see, the reason I haven't gotten back to Baldur's Gate 3 is precisely because if I do it right now, I know I'm gonna like stream it for like a week and then like not continue again. You know what I mean? Yep, I do. All good. That's fine. Fell Seal. Hey, the aesthetics of this looks kind of cool.
With Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark. This one dropped all the way back in 2019, and it's one of the titles that always comes to people's minds whenever I'm talking about indie tactics in general. Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark is Final Fantasy Tactics through and through. You've got a job wheel, that you have monsters that are very much inspired by
the character models are very lanky.
What's so good about Fell Seal is the depth of class structure that you can wind up playing. There's so many interesting and unique ways to take every character and every job through their class trees to put together all sorts of wacky, unique combinations that can really get truly crazy by the time.
That is cool, but you know what? You know what I can't get over is like I don't mean to bash on the devs because like you know simply completing a game is crazy, but like the profile pictures of the characters.
But what's so good about
it's so jarring.
Of class structure that you can wind up playing with. There's so many interesting and unique ways to take every character and every job through their class trees to put together all sorts of wacky, unique combinations that can really get truly crazy by the time you get to the end of the game.
Game system seems cool. I mean, any good like job wheel is pretty cool.
There is so much mechanical versatility here, and the ability to make your own custom characters in a sort of Disgaea-esque way, which of course is always a great thing to have. People love their generics.
Disgaea I couldn't get into. But I only tried that one time on stream several years ago.
If you somehow have not purchased and played Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark before, now is your opportunity with the biggest single discount that we'll be talking about in this video, a whopping 85% off.
85%? $4? $5? Okay.
And it now is the time. And finally, we're going to bring the whole thing back around to another popular title that I have covered extensively on the channel before. It is the one and only
Okay, I want to hear what he says.
Strategy. I don't know if there's really that much I can say about Triangle Strategy that I haven't already said about it before. I think it's one of the best tactics titles to be released in recent memory. It's got an incredible storyline. I love all the different branching paths that you can follow. I love all the different nods to Final Fantasy classes and jobs. The fact that exploration and actually talking to characters and learning about the world is just as important as your moment-to-moment gameplay due to the way that you can influence what decisions your characters make and what they vote for you to do as the story progresses. It's just an out-and-out phenomenal title, and it's one of the best-looking examples of the HD 2D graphic system that we've ever done.
HD 2D graphics
but if somehow you have not yet played Triangle Strategy, whether it be on Switch or on PC, again, this is the time to look at it. It is currently 60% off, making it 24 USD, and for the amount of content and quality of storytelling and music and art that Triangle Strategy offers, that is an absolute steal. I plead with you, if you love tactics games and you're looking for something to tide you over, potentially until Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evilise Chronicles comes out, you could do so much worse than Triangle Strategy. You will love it.
So, ones I would be interested in, Cyber Knights. Interested. Tactics Ogre Reborn for sure. I might already have it, though, because it's been on sale a couple times. This one, more like just out of amusement. This seems cool. The Fire Emblem, like, clone. Initially, the whole, like, medieval thing, not really my cup of tea. But it looks legit. So Cyber Knights, Tactics Ogre, Dark Deity 2, last spell I already have. Apparently this thing, which, I mean, I'll be honest, we didn't get to really see any gameplay here, so I'm not really sure what we're looking at, but. And then Triangle Strategy. Fire Emblem Engage had that issue where anyone could be anything, so there was just no point using anyone who wasn't already caught up. Yeah, no, there has to be a cost to it, and you don't want it to be too big, for sure. For sure. There has to be some, I mean, again, like, that's the whole thing. I think it's going to actually take a little bit longer. I think finally, I think gamers as a whole are coming back around on this idea a little bit. Like, we're just beginning to come back around on this idea, which means it's going to take forever for it to catch up on the actual, like, mainstream development end. But the idea of, like, freedom of accessibility is not actually, you don't actually want that. Again, depends on the game. Like, Minecraft is a different thing, but even in Minecraft, I haven't played it much, but from what I've seen, like, your choices matter. It's just that you have all the choices, right? But again, like, that game, the purpose is very different. But it's the whole similar discussion about, like, friction and meaningful choice and whatnot, and a cost to everything. Like, you actually want that. It's just, obviously, you don't want it to be overbearing. But sounds like that was the case with Fire Emblem Engage. We have way too many games that these days it's just like, you can be whatever and do anything, and it's like, all right. I mean, that was kind of the problem with the Battlefield series when they got rid of the classes. It was like, well, you can just level up the guns with whoever, and it was like, so what are we doing here? Yeah, like illusion of choice. Or choice, but with, like, consequence. I mean, Super Robot Wars has been around for 30 years. There's a lot to say about the series. That's true. Only thing is, there's historically been issues with localization. I mean, as long as it's playable, I find janky localization mildly humorous. Why did I stopped the music because we were watching the video. Let me double check if I have Tactics Ogre. 이건 곧 있으면 PNC 이들씨 저는 이벤트 매치 개념들 열어주니 보는 사람이 있어서 좋긴 하네요. 아, 진짜 많군요. Oh, I was like, what is that notification? What was it? Tactics Ogre? No, I think I have it on my wish list, is what it is. Yeah, 60%? How much is Triangle Strategy right now? Dude, when is this game coming out? It says 2025. Oh, it's live on Steam Next Fest again? It was? This game's sick. I know we're kind of deviating, but this is a sick rhythm game. For those who like rhythm games, this one's very sick. But there's like a Persona-esque, like, social RPG aspect to it, which I'm not usually a big fan of, but the demo was very good. Anyway. Oh, I have that on wish list as well. Triangle Strategies, slightly more expensive. If I were to buy one, chat, which one do you think I should buy? Tactics Ogre Reborn or Triangle Strategy? I guess Triangle Strategy is new. It's like original. Tactics Ogre, I know I will like. It's before GTA 6. Did you ever play Solar Ash? Why do I know that name? Oh, never mind. I do not know the logo at all. What is this? This reminds me of oh, I was literally about to say, it reminds me of Hyper Light Drifter, which I actually never played. But I've always wanted to because I've heard raving reviews about Hyper Light Drifter. What kind of game is this? Action platforming? Speaking of free choice, in a certain game you can breed horses. You get me every time, Kami. Action platformer is pretty good. Quidditch is 80% off. Is Quidditch good? Is Hyper Light Drifter on sale? It's not. I do want to play this game at some point. I don't know. I've heard like incredible things about this game. It looks very much up my alley. I don't know. I just never jumped on the boat at the right time. Solar Ash. Solar Ash not as enticing from what I'm seeing, like aesthetically. But it's a game like if I had the opportunity, I'd be interested. What about Abzu? Abzu? I've never tried either. I have Abzu on PlayStation though, because it was one of the free games at some point. Yeah, maybe I'll buy Triangle Strategy. I don't know. Tactics. I love me some Tactics Ogre. Damn, it really is $1. Blasphemous is only $2. Wow. Wait, which Jurassic World Evolution 2 is only $3? Damn, Guardians of the Galaxy? I've heard this is actually just like good, just, you know, single player fun. $6? Seems reasonable. I have this on PlayStation. $5. Little Nightmares is $3. Steins Gate. I heard great things about RoboCop, actually. That's only $5. Serial Cleaners. Serial Cleaners. I've never played through the Crash games, actually. I have it on my PlayStation because I wanted to like try it since it's another classic series, but DLC for your games. What is this? Oh, Crypt of the Necro. What is this? DLC for which game? Oxygen not included. I have Oxygen not included? What the hell? Lies of Peace, 50% off, chat. Dude, Nine Souls is an excellent game. It's just very graphic. Very violent. I want to try Kazan at some point. No rush, though. Good anime? Oh, Steins Gate. Is that game related to the anime? One of the most emotionally charged, tear-inducing games ever made. That does sound up my alley. Ratchet, the new Ratchet, it's 50% off, dude. New Ratchet was fun. As a, you know, someone who didn't grow up playing Ratchet. 블루 아카이브 스팀으로 나온다고 하는데 지금 한번 하시나요? 제가 사실 블루 아카이브 그 막 매번 하는 그 애니버서리 방송을 영어로 진행을 했었어요. 영어로 한 2년 동안 진행을 했었어가지고 게임을 조금은 해봤는데 사실 막 깊이까지는 안 가가지고 결국엔 제가 그냥 사실 어느 정도는 그래도 게임을 조금은 계속 해야지 저도 좀 솔직하다고 느껴가지고 차를 했습니다. Yo, Aosin. You know what's really funny, Aosin? Ever since I've played POE, one of my first, like, longest lasting impressions I've had of POE was watching you play it. And I remember I had no idea what was going on, but you were zooming around and picking up loot. Literally, that sticks to me. I don't know why. When did you start POE? I got to work the POE 2 launch event in Korea, so I studied up on it. I've always wanted to try it, but obviously POE 1 is quite daunting to get into. And the couple times I tried was when respecing still wasn't a thing back in the day, so I bounced off of it. And then I got to work the POE 2 launch event to help translate. And so I studied up on it, and I was like, okay, POE 2 seems like a good point to get in. Played POE 2, and then figured, okay, all right, now it's not that scary. So I tried the event league, fresh a little bit. And then this is like the first league I'm actually like playing. If you end up liking it a lot, you should join us in our private league. Ooh, yeah. I'll ping you on it, or you can ping me on Discord. I'd be down. I'm still, learning. I love it, though. I'm going to be sticking with both 1 and 2, I think. Obviously, still learning a lot from 1, but it's basically like SSF, but with 10, 20 people. That actually sounds great, because I am playing SSF. Oh, because we're all trade haters. I'm not quite a trade hater, but... honestly, though, like, the trade, in any game... Trade is only fun when you can engage in it nonstop. As someone who used to chronically trade in MMOs. But yeah, I'd be down. Based SSF is the best. Yeah, now I'm having a lot of fun in SSF though. And as usual, I'm doing things that nobody else is doing and paying for it, but still having fun. I am currently playing as my very first ever league start, I'm playing a Incinerate of Expanse Elementalist. Right on. Yeah, no, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up for sure. Is that the Aosin from like 72 years ago? Is that how old we are, Aosin? Damn, we are archaic. It is the same Aosin, yes. It's been like 11 years. I guess that's 72 years in esports times and gaming times. It has been a long time, actually. Dead Cells is also on sale. I've played Dead Cells. Dead Cells is a goated game. I have Dead Cells, I think, both on PC and Switch, actually. What are you playing right now, Aosin? How do private leagues work? Do you like start a new league per like update, or is that just like you do whatever you want? +1 skill. Oh no, we don't. Well, no, I can just figure that out whenever I need it, I think. Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice. I was just wondering, like, how do private leagues, like, you can start one with the new league as well, so you just have your own, like, server? Is that just what it is? Or is it, like, standard, like, ongoing forever? Chobra, please stream play chat. Stream play chat. Oh, plat chat. I mean, if Kurt's cool with it, I don't mind, but today we're just gonna chill. I'm probably gonna hop off not too long later. It follows the new league. Gotcha. Well, no, 72 years is just the amount of time it felt like it took to watch one Purge guy during that era. Oh man. Have you ever played Diceomancer? Is that a game? What is Diceomancer? So yeah, apparently not. So we run it for about 2-3 months depending on who's still playing. Gotcha. Max quality flasks. I had this. Well, I guess that's fine. All right, we finally got through the first section. It's a game, Diceomancer. Is it on Steam? Let me check it out. I hope you're doing well, Iosin. It's good to hear from you, man. Diceomancer. Speaking of dice, hold on, let's look at this game first. Unexpected trip to... Wait, what? Trip to fishing? Is that what it said? Oh. Oh, it's a car. It's a deck builder. Deck builder roguelite. Well, the drawings are kind of adorable. Oh, chat, you know me. You know me. I love my RNG. Love my Gamba in games. Change everything with one dice roll? Sign me up. This game was made for me. Gambling games sounds like POE Prime. That's probably partly why I enjoy POE. Dude, what was that? There was like 20 die being thrown. Also, that's messed up. Friggin' dude, what the? Why are there mahjong time? What is going on in this game? This game is wild. $10? $13? Wait, it's bundled with depersonalization. What is that? Does not look like a Gamba-based roguelite, if you ask me. Okay, this seems interesting. I'll definitely put it on my wish list for sure. This game reminds me, just because of the name, quite frankly, Lost in Random. Has anyone played that game? That game sticks with me because I really wanted to try it because it's on Game Pass through EA Play. And then like my EA, I have issues with my EA Play account because I have two and like they're like half merged, half not. It's weird. And so it like my Xbox account is connected to it, but I like couldn't launch it. Nongshim versus Indomie. Which one for you was the tastiest? Nongshim for sure. Nongshim for sure. Indomie's not bad. Like, it's not that Indomie's bad. It's just that Nongshim hits the spot. And that's not even because I'm sponsored by them. Isn't Lost in Random on Steam? It probably is. It's just that, you know, technically I should be able to play it for free. Well, not free, but included in Game Pass. Just link one to the Xbox account and forget about the other. Well, that's what I tried to do, but then like I don't know, it like wasn't launching. It was having issues. Maybe it's fixed now. I should try it again. Dude, Inscription is a great game, by the way. Similar to Inscription. Inscription is a crazy game. Inscription is an insane game. For those who haven't played. I actually never fully finished it. This game's sick though. Kind of creepy, but you know, if I can manage it, then you're all fine. Which Nongshim is the best for you? Perhaps in the future I'll buy it. I am very partial to Chopaghetti because because I just like grew up liking it. That one's the more like sweet and savory, like sauce based one. Not spicy. But when it comes to the ones with soup, honestly, it's funny because I used to think it was kind of overblown, like Shin Ramyun just always being the one that hits the spot. But I get it now. Shin Ramyun does hit the spot. Like I used to be like, I mean, Noguri and Shin Ramyun, they're both good, and like they're both good, but. I'll be trying a lot of different ramen since I'm going to the Nongshim office every day this week. Okay, all right. We got to change this because I want a separate tier of the most special things. I go for yes, Shin Ramyun. Yes. What? Don't tell me you're a. Are you a Jin fan? Do you count to 4? Shin Ramyun normal is greater than Shin Ramyun black. By the way, don't get baited. You know, okay, I used to think that. I've come around to it. Shin Ramyun black's kind of goated, but it is much pricier. So, like, you know, there is a trade-off, but filter creation is actually like another game. But okay, how do you use? But like, if you're playing, yeah, exactly. Like going through at SSF, I was like, dude, I gotta learn to do this. I actually learned a little bit. It's funny because the reason I started tinkering, I've already tried making like 4 different filters, and I'm unhappy, so I'm redoing them. But the reason I got into this was because POE 2. I was like, okay, like the filter blade UI, I'm not a huge fan of. So I actually just downloaded one and then edited the text file. And like that was fine. And then I wanted to use custom sounds as well. So I did that. And then, so since I was fine doing it for POE 2, I was like, surely I can do it in POE 1. And I didn't realize how much stuff there was. Let alone how much of it I didn't understand at the beginning. I think I get most of it now, even if I've not like engaged with all of it. But yeah, POE, yeah, POE 1 was like, I downloaded it, was like 10,000 lines of code, and I was like, hold on. Hold on, this is not what I signed up for. Yeah, the hardest thing is definitely like, yeah, exactly. So like that's why I'm redoing it, because like the first couple filters I made, like the stuff I didn't understand, I just like left as the default that NeverSync has. But now I get like most of it, or at least like what the purpose is. So I'm like, okay. So now what I'm trying to do is we're gonna make like a blank slate that I can just like use if I'm not sure what I'm doing or how I want to go on with a build in the future, and then I'll kind of make it so that I can just change certain areas. But honestly, I think the reason I feel good about PoE is that like I'm enjoying all the time I'm spending out of game with it. Like like learning filters, POB, looking up items, you know, all of that. Like theory crafting. So I feel like if I'm enjoying it, that means I get enough of it. Whereas obviously when I first started, I was like, for one, the no respecking was too daunting. So then I felt like I just had to blindly follow a guide, which I wasn't a fan of. But now I'm like, okay, no, yeah, I'm enjoying the base part of it. PoE's great. I get where the PoE 1 players were coming from now with PoE 2. I still really like PoE 2, but like I at least get it now. Like I get what people were saying. Like the strongest thing for me was like strong boxes. People were like, it's just like so slow in PoE 2. I was like, yeah, I mean it's kind of slow. It's kind of, you know, but it's all right. And then I played PoE 1 and I was like, oh, I mean PoE 1's just instant. It's not about fast or slow. It's just instant. So I get it. Yeah, I like the difficulty though. I like the difficulty of like learning, but that means there's a payoff if you put in the time. VTuber Chobra time. Kami, get out of here. Why does chat, why are you guys hating on good old Shin Ramyun? Oh, you haters. Hey, what's up, Ferenkarin? No, I'm too poor to make a VTuber model, Klepto. Okay, I had changed. Oh, I should have actually just used what I had before. I think I had this. Oh, wait. No, I know exactly what I had. I had everything but basically the mirror. And taking a break from POE to see Chobra, mind stumping the filter. how's your league going? Oh, that's in a Ruthless exclusive. Sure, we'll just leave that there. Lower all the blessings. Oh, I should have actually done this from the bottom up, chat. I'm an idiot. No, it's okay. It shows you what you changed. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Just transitioned into Wretched Defiler AFK build, but still missing some stuff. I'm trying to push tier 15. Okay, for the POEers, for the experienced veteran exiles in chat. So what is my like standard procedure in the end game? So let me explain. I finished the campaign. We got the Atlas. We're trying to complete all the maps so you can unlock all of them. So I've been doing that. We encounter like the quest lines for the bosses. So I've gotten. Did I get both Void Stones? No, I think I only got one. No, I have two now. So I have 2 Void Stones, but I haven't completed the map, and so like that's where I'm at, right? I haven't completed the Atlas, so I don't have all the Atlas points, so I don't have a full Atlas tree, but I've like dabbled in some tier 15 maps, some tier 16 maps. I'm gonna send you an image. Someone actually asked us today. Okay, I'm down to look at an image. Don't ask me, just started a week. Oh, okay. Oh, you just started. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. So like, yeah, because I've been wondering about this because it feels like I'm doing okay, and I don't mind taking things slow, but I'm just like, am I supposed to be butting my head just dying and completing the Atlas first? Should I be prioritizing all the Void Stones? Because I'm told the other 2 are kind of hard. So I've been wondering about that for like the past week. The price is so funny. 125,000 Chaos Orbs. We're pretty much pushing T7 mobs for farming currency. Are you playing Trade League for current? I think that's the other thing. I think in Trade League, like, just like farm the currency and then you can like buy the items and then you can push harder. So like that's there. I think it's a bit more clear cut on like if you're not sure what to do, you just like farm currency where you can and then you can build up, which is fine. I got nothing against that. It's just obviously I'm not on that. Yeah, I mean I am enjoying it. Honestly, I think the other thing, what I am enjoying is that SSF has forced me to learn everything. By the way, is Noguri better than Shin? Just realized I didn't get to try Noguri yet. It's different. Noguri's got a bit more of a like seafood broth taste, like slightly. Like it's actually got like a piece of dried seaweed in the flakes. And then the noodles are thicker. So it's like not obviously udon level, but it's like thicker noodles. So Shin Ramyun's a bit more like just like clear spice. if that makes sense. Nuggery's got a bit more of that fishy, savory flavor. So, different things. I can't trade. I didn't invest a single cent in the game, which is a pain with the stash being so limited. Damn, that's psycho behavior. I mean, I think, you know, if you just started trying it out for now, and then if you enjoy it enough, you can invest in it. I think, basically, I think the way everyone feels is that, like, it's free, but really, if you're going to keep playing it, you have to, quote unquote, buy the game by buying, like, the minimal tabs. But they go on sale pretty regularly too, so if you're enjoying it, you can go through that. Yeah, currency tab. Honestly, I can't imagine now how it would work without a currency tab, actually. I need to buy additional ones if I go back to POE 2. You know, I'm actually thinking now that I'm doing SSF, I think I need additional ones in POE 1, let alone POE 2. But I mean, I don't mind. I'm probably going to buy more MTX as well, more skins. Although they really tank your performance, some of them. Okay, hold on. Let me go back and... wait, why are there two of them? Oh, God. Didn't I delete this one? Oh, I did keep... Why did I keep the Elder's Exalted Orb? That's crazy. Okay, I kept Veiled Tainted Orb. Okay, that makes things easier. Okay. My two stash tabs are full of currency. One tab for mapping stuff, totally ignore harbor contracts. Playing this build just because it shoots out cats, dude. One of the Korean streamers that I've gotten to know was saying that you should only play that build if you have the cat skin. It is wild looking. I watched him play it. It's wild looking. Your screen just fills with these cats. Need me some Asian MMO skins. Skins right now are too Western. I actually know exactly what you mean, but like, how would an Asian MMO skin even work in Path of Exile? What would that even look like? Yeah, I guess that is good. And Veiled. Let's go up to that. We can make this that 45. That's fine. See how many notes I took while working on all my filter work. That's not even the end of it. I have so many notes in the actual filters themselves. They have that one Korean style hat. Oh yeah, they do. They were talking about that at the launch event. What, a schoolboy can't fight demons on a good day? Oh, you mean like the armor skins? I guess I was mostly only thinking about skill effects. Okay, so this will be number 2. Basically, since I made this a separate tier, we kind of want to move everything down one tier. Except not really. But kind of really. exalts go down. And these are all kind of specific, so we'll keep that there. Shards, etc, etc, etc. Oh, we can keep Mirror Shard up here, actually. I was playing SRS plus Wretched Defiler plus Stone Golem plus Ancient Guardian plus Summon Phantasm, totally lagging my screen, and then I added an infamous reanimating. He went all out. Yeah, I'm actually struggling right now because I just got a Fallen Reverend Mercenary. Because on paper, that was one of the mercs I wanted, with Zealotry and then a bunch of like minions to help tank. And my computer was struggling sometimes, and I was like, oh, like whenever I have like expeditions and all the monsters pop up at once, computer struggles a little bit. Oh, you sent it on Discord. Let me pull it up. There we go. All right. The end. What is? Why can't you? Why can't? Okay, I'll have to download it and open it separately. Where did I save it? POE flowchart. Nokia resolution. All right, here we go. No, it's just because it was the web version of the Discord image. Okay. Wait, I remember seeing this image before. I apparently forgot what I read on it. All right, everybody, here's what you do. Path of Exile, endgame roadmap for new players. Okay, yeah, we did the axe, we did it, we've got their lab, we're in mapping. We're res capped, passives, we got all our passives, start map completion for Atlas skill points. Yep, you do magic rare, okay, I understood all that. We're good up to that point. Honest, by the way, 12:30. Maps been more difficult from tier to tier. Understood. Hold on, let me just make sure my doggo's not awake. Okay, tier 6 maps. Follow Maven Quest for the 4 Void Stones. Yeah? We did the 4th lap as well. Okay, so you just keep doing... Oh, so that's how you unlock the 5th map device slot. There are quests, yeah. So, like, basically, they, like, tell you, like, you gotta, like, fight, like you gotta turn on their quest for the map, and, like, that changes, like... They like add more minions. It's like a separate league mechanic in the map, and then they have like their own bosses. Okay, so you just gotta keep doing it again and again and again and again until tier 16. Got it. I think I've done Maven 3 times, so I'm close. No, you need 10. Never mind. Holy. Meanwhile, tier 6 maps follow Exarch and Eater quest. The 4 void stones. Okay, so I've done both of these. I have these 2 void stones. Searing Exarch was an absolute pain with my build because my golems kept blowing up the rolling balls right next to me and I would die. Tier 14, 16 maps, farming for gear currency to get stronger. Okay, so while you're doing that, so you only get the 2 void stones up to this point. Tier 14 to 16 maps farming for gear currency to get stronger, map completion plus unlock crafting recipes plus... Right, okay, so you basically want to go back to like going for map completion because that's how you also finish out your crafting recipes and the unique maps. Got it. And then, as you're doing that, your next goal is the next void stones, which goes here. Yeah, I did these 2. I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I'm like... I hit level 90. Am I 91? 90? And I have these 2 void stones with my scuffed build. I think I got pretty lucky with my scepter though, to kind of tide me for the time being. Maven invitations drop crescent splinters. 10 boss invitations give you 1 to 2 splinters. Boss invitations are 3 to 6 splinters. The feared is 6 to 12 splinters. I'm not quite following, but okay. But anyway, at the end of the day, you need 10 of them for the Maven fight. So you just gotta keep doing Maven. Okay, so you just keep going, you know, until you don't have enough. But once you do 10 Maven boss... Oh, 10 Maven bosses invitation. That's the 5th one. So I am close. Once you do that, you at least get the 5th map device slot. Okay, understood. Uber Elder is a whole separate thing. Can drop Shaper and Elder Guardian maps. Think I've had a Shaper one? Yes, I think I have one. I haven't tried it yet. So, okay. So tier 14 through 16, okay. So each of them have their own, like, boss or whatever. And then you get all those pieces and you get the Shaper fight. Oh, and you need 2 of those fragments. Oh, it's very extended. Wow. Wow. This is very expansive. Holy. Those specific invitations are specific map bosses. Got it. This roadmap is already my... I think if you're pushing tier 15s, I think you just have to... If you don't have your 2 void stones yet, I think you just really have to worry about this part. Because the 2 void stones already makes everything like most of your Atlas red maps. And I think this part, it basically just keep doing what the quest line on the right tells you to, is basically what this is saying. What is remaining... Oh, this is just the explanation. Sorry, we didn't even need to read that. We just need to go down. Remaining Maven boss invitations. Yeah, you gotta... Okay, so what is this? See, I've been so confused about what this was. Do you need to invite specific bosses to get the right items? Because I see this pop up in my Atlas all the time, and I'm like not sure what it's doing. The formed is Shaper Guardians. The twist is you need specific. Oh, okay, but that's not for the Void Stone. The Void Stone you can get with whatever invitations as long as it's at the right tier, right? And you have enough of them. This is to go here into the Uber fight. Yeah, okay. So this is like Giga Endgame, like if you want to do like the hardest content. Okay. We won't worry about that too much, but basically you have this one, which you'll need anyway for the 4th Void Stone. Then you got the Conquerors, Synthesis Maps, and yeah, these are all like the different influences. Gotcha, and these all have small chances. Understood. So Elder Slaves is another 4-piece. Forgotten, you can get a Cortex map. Okay. Which then adds into the Feared, which... Oh, okay. So I was wondering what these fragments are, because I have a couple of these. These go into another fight where you get these. Got it. Jeez. Holy. Okay. So basically, if you're new like me, I think you don't have to worry about this square too much. You really just need to know, like, up to here. And up to that point is really just, like, keep filling out your Atlas, but as you're going, whenever you can, like, do the quest line. Okay, what's on this left? There's a 6th map device slot? What the hell? I didn't know that. Okay, what's this left side? While mapping, get to know the map leading mechanics. Yeah, okay, this I mostly understand. I don't know what all the, like, benefits are of each one. But... Yeah, Legion I'm doing right now. Delirium. What does Simulacrum get you? 15 waves of enemies we can get a wave. Okay. So it's just like more waves. Yep. Ultimatum. Harvest. Didn't know there was a boss fight in Harvest. I just recently found out. Ritual. Abyss. Expedition. Yep. Understood. Blight. I hate. I see why everybody hates it. Harbinger. I don't know what the Harbinger mechanic is. Some of these I don't quite know. But like, you know, do the ones you want. Experiment with them. That's fine. Yep. Doing a lot of Jun. Separate endgame content besides mapping. Forbidden. Oh, so yeah, Sanctum Heist and Delph. Yep. Got it. The fear does brutal for new players. Gotcha. My stash space is definitely gonna hurt. Take it slow if you're incurring. Take it slow. It's a marathon. It's a marathon. Take it slow. If you're enjoying it, that's what matters. And honestly, if you're just trying it for the first time, I think playing it for, you know, without buying anything, and then once it gets to a point, if you're enjoying the core mechanic enough that you like want more stash space, then you know that, okay, like I want to buy it. Okay, so during all of that, eventually you want all 132 Atlas skill points. Okay. Farm enough until strong enough for tier 17 maps. And then you can do, like, whatever. We were doing earlier. Oh, and if you do a tier 17 map, that's how you get a 6 slot. Gotcha. And then this goes to more Uber bosses. Gotcha. Okay, like this is like Giga endgame, like complete 40 out of 40 challenges. This is like stuff that probably a lot of the community is already not doing anyway. So, okay, so I'm like doing fine. I just gotta complete. I gotta complete it. And if I feel I'm weak, then I'm just gonna farm what I can to get stronger, and then finish the rest of my Atlas. And while I'm doing so, do whatever influences I can between these two to get my Void Stones. Perfect. I mean, it took me just 50 minutes to get rid of items. Are you using a filter as well, at the very least, like one of the base ones? Your average player doesn't kill Ubers. Yeah, that's what I figured. And the best players do it in 2 days. That is crazy, dude. That is crazy. Doing all that in 2 days is crazy. But then again, like, people are pushing campaigns in like 2 hours and 3 hours, so I guess so. Okay, so these are all influenced orbs or very, very specific valuable ones, right? Including divines. Yeah, that's fine. We can tinker with this later. I feel like I was pretty happy actually with what I had before though. Dude, I've been seeing a lot of Marvel Rivals ads. Both on my phone and on my PC. And they all look like mobile game ads. At first I thought it was a mobile ripoff. And that made me wonder, is the game not doing well? I mean, it could just be that they're looking for more players in Korea, but... Okay, I did have everything here. Yeah, afterwards, it'll be pretty straightforward, so... Okay. Yeah, that is fine, I think. this 3, which would mean that I want size font 40. That's good. Yeah, we can actually just keep it all as is, really. We'll try adding all the catalysts up. And then as I have a couple, I actually don't know where I got it from. But as I go through it, we can figure out how I feel about it. Ooh, this should actually be up here. What's proliferation? Pack size? Okay. Scarabs. Yeah. Yeah. Stack deck I need a separate row for, but we can figure that out afterwards. Actually, let's add this right now. We wanted 40 sound, custom 5 may be valuable. And then we can just copy this. What the? Oh, it's bugging out again. Okay, close the other tiers for now. I want to move anything else up. Where is my yeah, scrap metal? We want scrap metal to really pop. Yeah, see this, like this is stuff where until I learn more, I'm not gonna know why Searing Exarch implicit modifiers are not as valued. Oh, that's because they're the grand version. Never mind. I had an exceptional version here. I take that back. I just didn't know what I was talking about. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Let's see, is there anything else? Were there any other chain coils we don't want? Tempering. Okay, we want all of those up there for now. I might move them down later. Ooh, I didn't know that was a thing. Veiled Scarabs. You go in there as well. D tier. I think we are going to, in fact, the fusing I actually want up here for the time being. Yeah, the rest of that is fine. Let's do no sound on these. What's the difference between these two? It was just the sound that was different? Yeah, we can have the drop sound. See if I missed them because of that. Yeah, this way, this we can, actually, ancient sharp engineers or blacksmith, chromatic. No sound. I guess that's fine. Supplies, shards. Yeah, that'll do. Portals we can hide. Okay, so large fracturing shard. Yeah, that's fine. This I could probably just keep as is. Gotta make sure they line up though. Like for instance, scrap metal I already have at B tier, right? Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. What happens if you do auto? Oh. Firefox does not support dragging the slider. Wow. Wait, I don't understand. So this just bumps it up to the next tier? Is that what it's doing? I see. Achilles just announced that you got cut from Nongshim RB replaced. Yeah, is that RB got signed on to just be a friggin' watch party streamer? Rip Seth leaking the big news. Wait, but what if I don't want them to ever go up? I am so confused about this UI. Oh, I see. I see. Yep, that way it just stays the same. Okay, we got it now. We understand now. Currency high tier, small, large. Paste that here. No, you can just paste it over. We can paste that into the large stacks. We can make this the small stacks. You know what? That's what we should do. We should copy this. Paste it here. Why is that size font 45 though? Oh, because it is. Because it just is. There were no sounds for this. So we will copy, paste. And we'll paste again. Then there's no sound for that. Paste. Paste. Oh, no, these did have sound. A little bit of a weird situation there. Although maybe they shouldn't. Maybe they shouldn't have sound. Copy. Paste. Actually, yeah, any big stack should be the thicker colors. I get why they did that now. Gray. No sound. No sound there. Copy that. Actually, disable that. Yep, just the big stacks. Just the good old big stacks. And any of the sections that don't have sound should be 35. Have to do that all manually. Okay, orb of transmutation. Engineer shard. This one we'll give it the benefit of the doubt here. And then portal scroll of wisdom. Okay. Now the problem here is going to be, well, I guess so these will just, yeah, they'll just go with this filter even in stacks. That works for me. Quick save. Dunzo. Alright, campaign specific? Yeah, that's fine. Campaign will have sounds for all of it, just so we... because it will be valuable. Custom. Yeah, those can have no sound. Stack drops can all just have same sounds. Yeah, you know what? these can have this same sound effect as well. Chat, there's a mosquito in my room. I have just gotten bit. That's annoying. All right, currency done. See, I don't know where essences would go in to my categorization. I guess they are more or less like currency. They're not equipment. They are a crafting tool. So I guess just 3 and 10. So the highest tier we will just have as very valuable, which is font size 40. That's fine. Shrieking. Can be that. Wait. I think I goofed up. This should be 35. Oh God. We've goofed up. Can't have that. Can't break the consistency here. Okay. Quick save. Not sure why level 5 is separate, but we'll have level 5 and 6 together. Level 4 can be smaller and smaller. But those should be 3 to 1, so that is what it is. $45, $35. Quick save. Yeah, see, like stuff like this, we actually have no idea exactly how this all works. But I think we'll be okay. Oh, skipped the delirium orbs. Okay, apparently they're not that important. See, it's stuff like this that might change in SSF just because of like what you might want to do. I guess that's map related stuff though. Like stuff like this would matter a lot. That should have been a... maybe that's... Yeah, no, that's fine. That S tier. Modifies blighted maps. Anoints ring amulet. Well, let's stick with that. See how that feels. Did I have I had everything at 35, right? Nothing below 30. I gotta remember that. Or nothing below 35. It's too small. Unless I like basically want to hide it. Which I assume I don't want to do if I'm fine with having shapes on it. Heist rogue markers. This is fine like that. Honestly, that's fine like that. Incubators. This is big. The incubators are big, chat. They're big. The flavor text is funny. Enjoy your ramble, Jack. What does a Kalguran give? Awards an expedition item. Okay. Fossil item. Infuse incubators. Mad an incubator. Mysterious. Actually, these can be here. The incubators are cool. I like them. Very helpful. Dude, Fossabot, you okay? Fossabot's going crazy. Incubators, I guess we can always have the sound. It's not like I'm going to be dropping like thousands of them at one point. High level incubators. What does imagining do? Smell like chrome. Okay. Incursion vials, I have no idea. So we'll keep that as like really dope stuff. That's fine. That's fine. Omens. We'll just trust it for now. Tattoos. This collab is quite something. Is that the Aspa collab? Dude, I don't... Honestly, I don't know what to think of it. What are your thoughts on it? I don't know what to think of it. It seems so out of the blue for one. But it also just seems like I get why it's not received too hot. Like, it's understandable why it wouldn't be. And I feel like if I'm feeling that way, it's a bit of a problem. We're a few collabs away from getting the older collabs like Sudden Attacks into the main. Actually, I didn't even think about that. That is true. Yeah, maybe it is good that it's just mediocre. That is true. We are now getting into some equipment territory. Uniques, 40 uniques. So we may be valuable at 40. I can't even tell. Did SM pay Capcom or did Capcom pay SM? That's wow. Wow. Capcom had to have paid SM, no? There's no way. There's no way, man. There's no way that SM paid Capcom. Although, I don't know, maybe to push their AI character? I guess. I could see that. Is chains that bind up here? The hell? Dude, how in the world is the chains that bind so low? It's weird because 6 links are considered very high tier. Put that up there. Everything else I'll trust. Isn't the Dapper Prodigy also a Yeah, anyway, the Espa thing it's something. I feel like all the divination cards are good to have. In SSF though, so we'll keep that as is. See, I don't know why. Where is the fortunate here? It's up here anyway, right? Oh, it's an A tier, that's why. Honestly, safety reasons. Stop trying to protect me, never sink. Oh, I guess this does, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, we can keep that as is. Scarabs and all flames. All flame. The ethereal. Otherwise, these will be scarabs. Let's be the exception, I guess. That stacked tier 4. Forget that. Just show them as is, whether they are stacked or not, my friends. Okay, these will be top maps. Fragments. Actually, no. Regular maps. Simulacrum splinters. Smaller. Don't make a sound. Nice tier stacked. Gold, let us make noise. Over 1,000. Oh wait, that was 3,000. I thought it was 300. Actually, make gold smaller. We don't really need to see how much we're getting. Yeah, leveling is fine. Gear with memory strands. Okay. Oh, this is where things start to get a little complicated. So I think that's where we're gonna hop off. I forgot that this is separate. This is my base one. I have to remember that. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated. Yeah, I forgot. This is my base one. Everything else we're fine with, though. Because everything else is just, like, stuff I always want. It's currency. It's just the uniques, but uniques, that's fine. Would be peak Chobra stream to not even use this filter the next time you boot up. The next time you boot it up, it's just some random filter I found online. It's like, all right, chat, we found a new filter. No, I'm pretty dedicated to this because I want to use my own sound bites. I want to use my own sounds, and then that way I can swap them out whenever I want. And once it's really set, maybe we can just keep it going even for POE 2. That is funny, though. You know me too well. You know me too well. That is a funny idea. All right, well, that's going to be it. Thanks for everyone who hung out. Nice and chill. Yeah, next time, whenever we come back to stream POE, because I do want to prioritize, for gaming, I want to prioritize finishing Lies of P, but obviously that game requires a little bit of focus, so we'll see when that happens. But that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your night. Hope you rest well, stay hydrated, drink lots of water, stay cool, don't get a heat stroke, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.